Hi, everyone. Neal Batra from CES here in Las Vegas. Wonderful to have you with us. And I'm here today with Vice Chair and National Industry Leader, Kulleni Gebreyes of Life Science and Healthcare. And we've been walking the floor and we've been sort of taking in all of CES, and it's overwhelming, Kulleni.
It's
So much here.
Vegas and it's
Uh,
very
yeah.
overwhelming, just the number of people and the technology that's coming up.
And it's always, my perspective has always been this gives you a moment, a pulse on the world in the moment. And so you and I and the practice at large has been having this running conversation of changes afoot, as it always is. So what does that mean for our clients, for the industry? And so maybe that sort of takes us to the first question, which is this health consumer we've been talking about for years and obviously is front and center here at the Consumer Electronics Show. What is the state of the moment on the consumer in health? Their power, their influence, their importance. What's your sense and read in the moment, having being in this environment for where that story is?
So, Neil, what I would tell all leaders in life sciences and healthcare is it doesn't matter if you're part of a traditional, long-standing organization or if you're a startup. The power of the consumer is here, it's here now, and consumers are ready to take charge of their own lives.
It's so fascinating because the question to me is always, is the tech coming first and leading the consumer? Or is the consumer evolving and changing and the tech and the disruption and the innovation is catching up? Do you have are they moving in tandem? Do you have a sense for how that's playing out right now?
So I think it's uneven across the board. I do think that the tech actually comes first.
Interesting, yeah.
But it might come up in another industry. So you take how banking, retail, and all of these other industries have changed. A lot of the healthcare that we're using, or a lot of the technology we've been using in healthcare has actually been around. But now we're learning use cases and applications, and there's trust built from the consumer. So when you have technology plus trust from people and from consumers, I think that is when you can really catapult. And of course, reimbursement, regulatory policies all have to catch up to really make it scalable.
Yeah, and it's this push and pull of some of these things are evolving, some of these things are not, and all the while you have innovators showing up saying, "Hey, we think we have a new value and new offering." We're not getting traction.
Absolutely. As we were discussing on the floor, if you think about the biggest proponents and those who are advocating for adopting new technologies using Gen AI are leaders who are in organizations that have been around for 100, 200 years.
Right.
So you've got healthcare systems, you've got health plans, you've got employers who have kind of said, not our people, it's not for us, maybe this is not the right time. And now they are the biggest advocates for making sure that if we're going to make care more affordable, have better quality, and the experience of care so that you can actually have it wherever you are, technology is a huge component.
Yeah, it's so interesting. The health consumer, a new force in the ecosystem here, more to come from the floor here at CES in Las Vegas.